Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Haskins with a run to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Levis. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Titans at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Levis. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Levis back to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Tennessee getting the first down, a big play of 18 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Levis sets up to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Levis, quick completion out wide.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Titans 0.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Carter straight ahead. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Levis to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On second down, a run with Carter.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Levis, he's going to audible to something else.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Haskins now on 1st and 10.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second down, and they go back to Haskins.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A give to Haskins up the middle.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Play action now. Levis. Check down, complete to Haskins.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Well, these guys are way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Haskins. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Levis now off of play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Haskins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. There he goes, left side. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now Lawrence on first down. And down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Levis out of the shotgun now. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 30. 13 yards as they pick up for Tennessee and a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 2nd half starts with a run by Etienne. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Levis to throw off play action. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just short of midfield.
Second and 6. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Haskins trying to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 34. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
It's 4th down.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Jaguars.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence running right on the option. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A quick throw complete to Washington. Touchdown, Jaguars! Parker Washington from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Levis. And he rifles one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, here's Haskins. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Play is a turnover on down.
ETN up the middle. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Hey, easy, route.
On the counter, ETN. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Lawrence. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Go.
Now Levis keeps it option left. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Levis to throw it. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.